Thank you, Mike. Our next speaker is Les Toaso, who is the District Executive for District 6 of PennDOT. District 6 is the enormous district that serves the Philadelphia area. So if there's anything to do with PennDOT, its name will be Les Toaso. It's an enormous responsibility, and we really thank him for coming to Westchester today. Les?
Thank you. Thank you, Lloyd, and thank you to the Greater Westchester Chamber of Commerce for inviting me to participate in this forum. If you need me to speak up, just somebody in the back room, just go like this, and I'll try to get up a little bit higher. But I will only take 5 minutes, since Mike took about 10 or 15 minutes. So. And I've got my watch here, so as a good engineer, I will keep the program. If you don't realize right now, this region, PennDOT, is in one of the largest transportation construction periods in this 5-county area. In the calendar year 2009, we opened bids for construction projects worth $646 million. Normally, we bid anywhere from $340 to $370 million per year. But in 2009, you've heard of the economic stimulus program. Well, that kicked in $255 million into this region, and we led an additional 21 projects, which brought the amount up to $646 million. And that's from the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. In 2010, we plan to rebuild, replace, or rehabilitate 40 bridges in this 5-county region. And this is part of PennDOT's and Governor Rendell's initiative to reduce the number of structurally deficient bridges within Pennsylvania. We're also going to bid out contracts in some of our major corridors, key highway corridors such as 202 in Chester County, Montgomery County, Bucks County. We're also going to work on I-95 in the Philadelphia County. And we also have projects that include highway restoration, rehabilitation on major traffic routes, intersection improvements throughout the region, traffic signal installations, streetscape projects, and also bicycle pedestrian trails. In 2009, as I referred to, we opened bids to replace or rebuild 15 bridges just in Chester County. And this year we plan to move 10 more bridges in Chester County into construction. Several projects that may affect the Westchester area. I was talking to John from SEPTA there. The Copes Bridge on Route 162 in East Bradford Township. We just closed that. We're starting to work on that now. We're going to rehabilitate the stone arch, the stone walls, and it'll be under construction for at least 1 year. In conjunction with that, we just reopened the Mortonville Road Bridge. And that was closed for a construction season and a half. So actually what we're trying to do is we try to work on one project, and as we're finishing that up, we see another project where we can move into construction. We try to correlate that with our traffic routes and our detours that we put into effect so as to minimize the amount of traffic congestion and traffic flow throughout the region. Some of the other projects that we're looking at, like Mike was referring to, 202 Section 200. That is one of our economic stimulus projects that we took right off the drawing board, and because we had the available money, we're going to be redoing, not reconstructing or widening that section. We're going to be doing concrete patching from 202 from Matlack Street, just south of Matlack, up to the Route 100 interchange. We're going to be doing major concrete rehabilitation. We're going to be resurfacing after that. We're also going to be doing new sign structures, new signs, replacing the obsolete guide rail that's in the median in various sections, and also redoing the shoulders and stabilizing the banks along 202 there at the interchanges. And that's a $19.3 million project. It's been awarded. The contractor has the project. We expect within a few weeks to give him notice to proceed, and he should be starting construction on that soon. Probably within February or March, you'll see somebody out there doing some side work, getting some work areas, and also doing some shoulder repair work on that project. No travel lanes will be closed during the weekdays during rush hour for this project. The work will start at night from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning. There will be some weekend-long lane closures on weekends for the concrete repair work. The We will notify, the TMAs. Also, we give it out to the newspapers and to all the radio stations when these lanes will be closed down. So, and as we move on, another big project that will go, probably we're going to bid out, it will be in late 2010, will be the major project that Mike was talking about, is the 202 Section 300, which goes from North Valley Road to the Exton Bypass, the US 30 Exton Bypass. And that'll be totally reconstructed and it'll be widened. There'll be an additional lane on each side. It'll be widened. The first section that will go from, it's the northern main line section. It'll go from Mill Lane to the bridge over North Valley Road, and that's section 320. Like I said, it'll be let late this year. It probably won't go into construction and probably until early spring or late winter of 2011. And the estimated cost of that project is $115 million. The next section, which is the southernmost section, from Mill down to the US 30 Exton Bypass, that's section 330. We expect that project to be bid out in early 2012, and the estimated cost for that project is $83 million. So there's quite a bit of money, construction money, that'll be let and bid within the next several years, just for 202 Section 300 and also Section 200. We'll also be opening up bids later this year for projects in Chester County to install a closed-loop traffic signal system on Paley Pike in East Goshen Township, and we're going to be opening bids later on, probably in the fall of 2010, to relocate Route 52 between 926 and US 1 in Pennsbury and East Marlboro Townships. So that's locally some of the projects that you'll be seeing in As far as regionally, you'll see some projects on I-476. You're already seeing them. That we're doing the major bridge of the Schuylkill River. That's a project worth approximately $47 million. Plus, we're going to be there is a project that we're going to be reconstructing the mainline section of I-476 from 76 up to the Turnpike. We won't be widening it. We'll be totally reconstructing the road, though, and that is a $72 million project there. And as I mentioned, on I-95, we are working right now on the Girard Point Bridge. We are rehabilitating that bridge. We are painting it. We're doing some structural steel repairs, and also we're putting a new deck on it. And that project is a $70 million project. Right down north of that, actually towards the stadium, the Broad Street I-95 viaduct, we're working on that. That is another project that's a $13 million project. We will be continuously working on I-95 throughout the next decade and a half, maybe longer than that. Because that roadway, the interstate, is actually 40, 45, 50 years old, and it's reached its useful life. So right now what we're doing is we're cutting it up into sections. We're using interstate money that's available throughout the state and also region money to make the necessary reconstruction, and we're going to be doing limited widening on some of those sections of I-95. Let me wrap it up by saying that there's a lot of construction going on, not only in the region but in Chester County, and again, we are committed to try to keep traffic moving as smoothly as possible. I know sometimes you think, boy, PennDOT really screwed this up the way the detours are. We can only put detours on state highways. We can't detour over local roads. That's one thing that you should be aware of. And we also try to limit our contractors, their hours of work. But you get to a point where if you limit their hours of work so much, the cost of the construction just goes up. So we do try our best, and we do try to coordinate work with the projects in close proximity with each other. And I will be available for questions. There'll probably be very many, but I'll try to give you the best answers that I can. Thank you very much. Thanks, Lloyd.
Thank you.